Time, coin, time. Time is your most precious coin that you have. Do you agree or disagree? Agree. Time is the coin of your life. It is the only coin you have, and only you can determine how it will be spent. Be careful lest you let other people spend it for you. You like it?
Yeah.
You really like it?
Oh, yeah.
The definition of a coin is a small, flat, and usually a round piece of metal issued by a government as money. Right? It's a metal. And we talk about Bitcoin. And metal, a solid material, which is typically hard and shiny, moldable, fusible, whatever. A solid material, which is typically hard, shiny, malleable, fusible, and ductile. It's interesting, like coin is like really like, it's all linked with this metal thing, like physical thing, right? But nothing has digital. And now we're seeing this Bitcoins of the world coming in digital, but are we having a new term for that? And ductile, it's still linked to, again, to the physical. I want to ask you, I want to challenge you, do you know what's the #1 recognized symbol in the world? Anyone knows? Huh? Dollar? Oh, McDonald's. Interesting. Anyone? Huh? Do you know why? Of course we know why. Because the world recorded the history of Christ on the cross. That's a history. #2 symbol worldwide. Anyone? It's not McDonald's. Coca-Cola. And you're like, why Coca-Cola? It's so whatever. Well, it is. You know how Coca-Cola, how even recognized this? Is because you can go to Sahara or in the middle of a jungle and you can identify Coca-Cola just by taking a broken bottle. You can identify Coca-Cola on that. Right? Is that true? Do we agree or disagree? Agree? All hands up. Great. #3. Come on. McDonald's, it's not McDonald's. It is not McDonald's. Come on. Okay, who gets the #3 right? He gets my $50. Come on, get it. Who is it? Huh? #3. #3. No. Guys, come on. No. Come on. Okay. You see, crowd is not always right? So we have to know this, okay? We have to know the crowd is not always right. Crowd needs curation, right? #3 is... You said McDonald's, you didn't say $. Come on. No. I'm sorry, Anthony. I know you're all about dollars, but hey. That's funny. By the way, the $50 that I got, this was the most amazing investment that I've done in 1 minute. From $2, I got an what did I say? I said crowdfunding on steroids. That's what I got. It's amazing. But we decided that we're going to get this $50 to Kiva alone. So we have a Kiva team that are all on your booklets. Please join us. We're going to all the money, we're going to put that there. And we also gave out some tickets, and we asked the people to go over in Kiva, so we're going to put all that money in Kiva. Kiva, it's a great platform because we want companies in the developing countries, in developed countries to really have that opportunity to have these loans. And I think Kiva is a great platform, so please help us go give $25 loans or $50 loans or whatever. Anyway, so I want to bring you back again because some of you weren't here. This is the reason why we're here in Singapore, because that little circle that represents bigger population, that whole big circle. Bringing you back again, the internet of 1991, the internet of 2014, how complex it became. I was in marketing. Nothing that has to do with marketing, I applied what I learned 10 years ago. As a matter of fact, gone are those days that you took a degree and you're going to pay just because of you got a degree. Forget it. You're out. You only have 15 minutes when you graduate. That's what I heard from Don Tapscott. Sean knows better than that. Who owns internet? Who runs the internet? Huh?
The crowd.
The crowd. Is there one single entity that says there's a switch on and off? No. No one. Huh? Google. Yeah, I heard a lot of stories. No one. No single government has a switch on and off to say, okay, no internet, yes internet. For the whole world. For the country, yes. That's why a lot of governments, they own telcos, or they co-own telcos. But even those days of telcos are going to go away. And I think the interesting thing, last year, I think it was May, was Richard Branson event, was a Carbon War Room organization that he founded. He said something very interesting. He said, every time I'm sending people in the galaxy, it is not because I'm sending people to the galaxy and giving them a return ticket to come to Earth. But he said, every time I'm sending people out there, I'm also exploring the opportunity to send a satellite so an average company can own that. What does this mean to a telco? Sorry, a global partner, but we are aligned with your vision. But the telcos are really looking in many ways that telcos of today are going to be totally different than telcos tomorrow. And I always say, the biggest telco in the world, you know which one is it? Huh? Come on, guys. We've talked all about disruption, and you're still going back to the old companies, AT&T?
Facebook.
No.
What's that?
No. Come on. I give $50 again if you get it right. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No. Microsoft. You know why? Exactly. Oh, who says this guy? I'm sorry, okay. I didn't hear you. Okay. Give that $50. He gives it to Kiva, so here we go. I'll give you $50. Love, it's your $50. Keep it. So you have to, no, it's okay. I'll get it. So you can see like how internet grew, right? So you have the internet 2003. It was 7 million. And then you have internet of 2012, 2.5 billion. How fast and how complex it became. 2003, it was like not so complex, right? And now it's like so complex. Now we're talking about digital currencies, all this stuff. This is really crazy. Well, what happens when all these crowd companies, they start to open their APIs? What happens? Have you ever heard someone who gets fired on LinkedIn? Have you? Have you heard someone that said, I got fired on LinkedIn? No. But have you ever get to someone that you came across that said, okay. Well, no one really puts the best step forward in these social networks because they always like to portray themselves. So this data that exists in the social networks, it is not accurate. It is not 100% accurate. We're removing it. We're moving from a social currencies, the social reputation that we kind of like built ourselves. Like we bought our Twitter Twitter followers. We bought our likes on Facebook. And then we come out there, we say, we are experts. In fact, we have no idea what that means in social. But we're portraying ourselves, we're experts. That's why it's so important to understand that if you're an expert, and if you're really true, you'll be that pretty lady right there. So now we're moving from this social currency that we were building up to the to the currency that is built on actions. And I think this is where we're really starting to see an amazing innovation happen. Talked about the currencies, digital currencies, Iceland, all that stuff. How many of these currencies you knew before? All of them?
One.
Just one. But not all of them, right? No. There's a lot more than that. There's a lot more than that. Bitcoin is just one. I'm not going to take more of the time. Asia's mindset. Do you know why I put that? Can anyone tell me why I put that? Huh? Anthony?
Yeah?
Do you know why I put that? Not for you. It's not for you. It's not intentionally.
I was still trying to see how many users Skype has.
Asia's mindset, I think, is this way, but it's going to change. It is, let McDonald's do the work, validate the whole process, and see if it works perfectly, and it's profitable, then I'll jump. This is exactly what Jollibee does, the franchise out of Philippines. You know what they do? Do you know what they do? Interesting. They don't do any market research whatsoever. The only market research they do is they go and they look what McDonald's is doing. And every McDonald's is going, they're going to go and get next to them. Done. They know that if you don't want to go to A, even if you go into A, and you're like, oh, Jollibee, I'm going to Jollibee. They figure that out. Now, I just want to tell you that Sean mentioned about the CSW Square, the services that we're coming with Crowdsourcing Week. We built an advisory that is going to help enterprises and governments how they can take and lead into the right innovation, how they can include this crowd economy and matching the connect the dots in this marketplace. And you'll be able to see more information on our website. We have a link there. And we're pretty much like going forward for the Brussels and very busy until then. But after the Brussels, we'll be able to really take on initiatives in this part of the world. But until Brussels, we're just backed up. And that's a good thing. And that's all I have to say.